Degree students from Hull College have been protesting for the second time in 4 days over changes to the number of hours they get face-to-face tuition. The college's chief executive met students about changes to the curriculum and says staff jobs must be cut to help keep the college open. And we reported on those job losses on this programme, and we've heard from the chief executive herself. Well, two of the students involved in today's protests are in the studio now. They are Ashley Arnold and Rachel Anderson. Hello to you both. Thanks for coming in.
Hiya.
Why have you been protesting? What's it about then?
We basically feel like the college are really mismanaging the situation at the moment, and we don't feel like they're thinking about us or that they care about us, etc. So we just want to really make our voices heard.
In what way are they mismanaging it then?
The communication is awful. It's absolutely dire, the situation on that at the moment. No one knows really what's going on. You know, it's been funneled down, not through the proper channels, we don't think. So, yeah, it's just basically a bit of a nightmare on our end.
So just tell us about what courses you do then, both of you.
Okay, I'm a first year criminology student. And Rachel?
I'm a second year textile student.
What have you been told then? Firstly, Ashley, what have you been told about your course? Anything at all?
It's the conversations myself and my peers, including student reps, we've been basically told very conflicting information in these several meetings that have been held over the past 9 days. So to be honest, we're still not 100% where we actually stand. Our issue is so far there's been absolutely no honesty or transparency from the college management, and I want to emphasise that we are in full support of our lecturers and teachers. They're brilliant.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I just want to emphasise we are in full support of them.
So, I mean, we know that the number of job losses or the number of equivalent full-time posts. So do you actually know? I mean, have lecturers been told your job is going, your post is being closed?
Not yet, no. They're apparently in consultancy meetings this week. So the atmosphere at the college is not good at the moment. You know, no one knows who's coming, who's going. It's really just the morale is non-existent.
So what about your courses then? Have you been? Do you know if those courses are continuing? I mean, you say your second year or first year. I mean, are you likely to be able to finish those courses?
In theory, our courses are undisturbed for us. They won't be continuing as of September. I don't know if criminology is the same, but textiles is not continuing. As a BA honours course, it will be offered as a foundation degree. But yeah, apparently hours aren't changing and they will see us out, but we feel with a loss of hours and a loss of tutors, how can they continue to the same effect that we want them to continue as?
So what will that mean then, the loss of hours for you then? What's that going to mean, do you think?
Personally, and I speak for the majority of degree students at the college, I think a reason why a lot of us chose Hull College over Hull University, bigger establishments, is because we were, basically I feel that we were sold false promises. It's going to be fantastic, it's a lot more inclusive, there's a lot more student-teacher contact face-to-face, and this is why a lot of us chose Hull College. There's a lot of people suffering who or have suffered with mental health issues, learning disabilities, and I feel like they've really played on that. They've got us where they wanted us, and now it's like, okay, actually if you go to a shop and you bought a bag for £200 and it was a special edition, limited edition, you pay for it on your card, and then the shop assistant says, actually, I'll just change that and, get a different bag out. You're gonna have issues. You're gonna question that, and I know it's sort of in that way that we feel we just want what we were sold.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've got a statement here from Hull College. I'm going to read bits of it and just get you to respond really finally to it, just to say, so they have their say. They've had their say already, but have their say again here. And they say, we're making these changes to bring our courses in line with other providers across the UK and provide a modern approach which will help learners get the jobs they want. We wouldn't be doing this if we thought it would have a negative impact on achievement. The results our learners get are as important to us as they are to them, because we need to continue to attract new starters every year. We fully understand some students may be unhappy about these alterations, but we'd like to take this opportunity to reinforce the message that we do have a plan, and following legal discussions and conversations with our validation bodies, the move was taken to ensure the college remains for them to learn at and complete their degree. In addition, if we don't make these changes, the future of our higher education programmes will be at risk because of the unsustainable way these have been run in the past. That's the real the core of this, isn't it? That if they don't do this, you might not have a Hull College.
Yeah, I think they're really trying to assign blame to us with that one. You know, if we kick up a fuss, basically they'll say, well, fine, we'll go into administration. Frankly, that's not our problem. They can't assign blame to us like that. It's not fair. We've paid for something that we deserve to get.
I have to say, I thought it was interesting in their statement that they say the future of our higher education programmes will be at risk because of the unsustainable way these have been run in the past. So, actually, is that a confession that this has been badly run?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's no secret, is it, clearly? The college has got a history of issues like this.
Yeah, it's not just, they've known about this for a long time, and our argument is that's fine, but to not inform students about this before enrolling onto these courses. I mean, us first years, we enrolled last year. They were more than aware that these issues were going to arise. It was going to happen, but they did a really good job in keeping that very quiet until now, when we're halfway through, well, nearly finished our first year, and.
Okay, briefly to finish then, what are you going to do now? You've protested a couple of times over the last few days. What's next?
Keep on going. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep pushing. We're not going to accept that the college says this is it, you'll have to deal with it, because we don't feel it's fair at all. So, all right. Anything we need to do, we'll seek legal advice to any extent that we feel necessary. Yeah.
And I want to reiterate as well, I feel very strongly that particularly the management, they have tried to divide and conquer as students, but unfortunately for them, we're all coming together and we're all more than happy to chip in for legal advice, which we have already sought, and obviously we can't say much more on that right now, but I feel they've really underestimated us as students.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you both very much for your time, and keep us posted, won't you? Rachel Anderson and Ashley Arnold, both students at Hull College there.